Okay, so Odysee has rolled out live streaming last month, but it seems like now they finally got a lot of the kinks worked out. And Salty is over there live streaming. Yellow Flash, I think, is also live streaming. So I'm gonna get that going. So sub to Odysee, BitChute. We got to do whatever we can to get people off of YouTube, off the mainstream. Okay, so who hired Ta-Nehisi Coates and the Dunning-Kruger effect of comics? Oh, thanks for the recent support on coffee. That's very nice. I'm so deeply sarcastic that everything I say sounds sarcastic, even if I don't mean it, because I'm so deep into it now. Okay, so Ta-Nehisi Coates took a billion-dollar character and reduced it to an unknown character. Tawny is an idiot. There is no shortage of low IQ grifters like him, but who hired him? Tawny is a puppet. He's just doing his master's bidding. Even the kids who read the comic for free on online were roasting this latest issue because it's just so freaking silly. Tawny lives in a fantasy world where blondes run gangs, sell drugs, and are insanely violent. Tawny is low IQ. He is too dumb to know that people are laughing at him, not with him. He's dumb to the point of overestimating his abilities. So this Jordan Peterson thing, oh, they've got crosses. I just noticed that. They're crosses. Oh, God. It's like SCW's, they skipped a class on subtlety. This is the Jordan Peterson issue, and I don't care about Jordan Peterson. I don't read his books. Books like his come out every few years. Well, kind of more so when people read books. And I was going to have a book giveaway. I don't think anyone expressed any interest. If you're interested in science fiction books, drop me an email. So his like coffee table books were a big deal before, like decades ago, when people read more and you had bookstores and it was a big deal. It was just a thing people did. They read. I don't even read as much as I used to. I kind of noticed that. It's like, that's not good. Reading opens up a part of your brain that passive forms of entertainment do not. So anyway, maybe we should have a book club. So guys like Jordan Peterson are not exactly grifters, but I could tell you the same thing as these coffee table books for free. Eat less, have a clean environment, be disciplined, set small goals for yourself and keep them. Go to church, read the New Testament or read the classics, whatever. Honor your ancestors. They built the jewel of the world and accomplished almost magical feats. Abe Lincoln said, it's hard to make a man feel bad when he knows his God loves him. So bear all these things in mind. But here is a little sales trick. People don't want free stuff. They don't value it. If I want to get rid of something, I put it on Craigslist, and I charge $20 for it. And I say, just put the 20 in the mailbox and pick it up. Because if it's free, I'll get less people to pick up the stuff. That's just the way of the world. Jordan isn't telling you the secrets of the universe, but you're paying for a coffee table book, so you think you have something of value. All the Greek philosophy is available free online on various ebook sites. You can study Stoicism for free. I think Edwin Boyette does readings from like these classical. He's doing Redwall, which is by Brian Jacques, which is an amazing series of about 30 books. It's just anthropomorphic creatures running around. It's so freaking well written. I think he's also reading 1984, which I thought about reading on another channel because there's like a half dozen books that are very, very appropriate now. And people don't like to read, but they sometimes like to listen to books. Anyway, so you can get these kind of ebooks online available for free. And the thing about those classic books is the guys who wrote those books, they kind of lived life more than modern man. They'd hunt deer and pigs, wild boar with bows or spears, or they'd cut their enemies' guts out with swords. They struggle snuggled and pillaged and made decorative candy platters out of people's skulls. Modern man isn't even as hard as a Greek woman from 1,000 years ago. And modern women are almost all insane. I mean, Western women, and maybe Islam is right about a few things. So I look at Jordan Peterson and Ta-Nehisi both as flip sides of the same coin. At least Jordan was smart enough to grift for millions, but he got a little pressure and he turned into a junkie. He's a smart guy. He knows how addictive drugs are, but that doesn't mean his books are good or bad for his experiences. I just see both guys as McDonald's plastic America. They're both shilling on the field that the puppet masters have allowed them. 12 rules for life. 12 steps, buddy. Jordan had some great things to say. Oh, that art is fantastic. Let me look at that. I don't know who drew that. I probably should know that, but that is amazing. Jordan had some great things to say on free speech, but truth be told, people don't want to buy books on liberty. In fact, that is a book, or at least a writing called On Liberty, because they have been written 300 years ago by guys smarter than Peterson. But the commercial zone media machine of America must be fed if he wants to get those Patreon dollars, so he has to stay in the news and stay relevant. Watching modern people bicker is like watching hand puppets play fight. It's so fake and gay, it hurts. The fighting accomplished the goal of both guys selling whatever nonsense they're selling. They're probably sitting down and having a few beers together, figuring out what to sell to the cattle next. At least I hope they do. I hope they are. They should do a book together, Fake and Gay, the 12 Rules for Fleecing the Flock. I flipped through Captain America 28. The Red Skull is now the good guy. He says, hey, you want clean, quiet, safe neighborhoods? Do you think diverse crime rates are really lame? Tawny tries to make Skull the bad guy, but how is he the bad guy? In his comics, blonde people are committing savage acts of violence. But I turn on the alt media and I can see the videos of what is really going on. The insane news stories. CNN will cover Asians getting attacked or any crime. If they won't show a picture of the attacker, then you know who it is. But the alt media will show you. So you learn who the bad guys are, and you also learn that the mainstream media is lying to you. The media manipulation is the more important knowledge. Most people would say the media should be fair and impartial, that the media should present all the facts, allow the reader all the knowledge. Oh, you sweet summer child. Here is another little example of how the media is biased. They use a trans person's preferred pronouns, not the biologically accurate one. That is a lie. It might be a polite lie, but it is a material misrepresentation of the truth. The media is lying to us every time they do it. When they won't show you the suspect, but they only show the white suspect, they are lying by omission so they can craft a narrative of blonde man bad. They don't report the news, they create the news to push a narrative that Soros and the Rothschilds would approve of. The media and government openly lie to us. They are no longer trustworthy as sources of anything, which is very bad because civilization runs better when it's a high-trust, high-IQ society. It also means that during emergencies, the country will fall to pieces instantly. The looters will loot, and they will even loot from each other. Or during a hurricane, the looters will shoot at the rescue boats who are saving these idiots. The thin veneer of civilization in Weimar America is very, very thin. So Tawny's Captain America is sad because he's trying to present Red Skull as the bad guy. Everyone who's got red hair or blonde hair is evil. But because Tawny is legitimately low IQ, he made him the good guy. Captain America isn't Captain America. Everyone blonde in this comic is evil or a puppet of Coates. The reader looks around at the world. We know if we're in a town of blonde people, then we're in a safe, high-functioning society. Sweden, Norway, Germany, or even towns in America. Marvel is trying to present this insane, racist fantasy mirror image world where blonde, blue-eyed people are savage animals. They're not. They built civilization. Tawny knows this. He knows we know it. But he also knows nobody will say what I am saying because the truth will just get you kicked off YouTube. Eventually. It's just a matter of time. Tawny is dumb and angry. He looks around at the world and reality displeases him. But he can't change reality. Every day in cities around the world, non-blonde people are doing what he is accusing them of doing. That is driving him mad. So he has to craft a world where the blondes are doing such things. Kwanzaa did it too, but it's sad because it brings attention to what is going on, which they would be better off not shining a light on. Anyway, you know the story. Jordan Peterson now has more attention. Oh, look, they both have blonde. Or they both have blue eyes. Because white men bad. And she has blue hair, blue eyes too. And the evil girl who's got, God, that is fantastic. Who drew that? Has got red hair, and the mom's got blonde hair. It's just so effing dumb. And Jordan Peterson doesn't even have blonde hair. He's got hazel eyes or green eyes, like green hazel eyes. I don't know what you call that, kind of yellowish, gold blue, gold green. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, get to Odysee, and we can start doing some Odysee live streams together about anything we want without censorship. Oh my, won't that be wild? Thanks for the support on Ko-fi and PayPal and Patreon and all that kind of stuff. Very, very cool. I will talk to you guys on Alt Media.